Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, but back for your third and final video blog of the night for Friday, July 22nd, 2016, around 7:24 in the evening, Billerica, Massachusetts. It's sun's going down in about an hour. Still hot out. And this weekend, the heat wave continues. Get out and enjoy this heat and humidity, because in a few weeks, we will be having snow, sleet, ice, and bitter cold. It's going to be here before you know it. Some news to report. Colts defensive end Arthur Jones has been suspended 4 games by the NFL for flunking a PED test. That's not good. And also the Boston Red Sox have made an inquiry about White Sox pitching ace Chris Sale. This would be a good coup if the Red Sox could get Chris Sale, but I bet the White Sox would like some players like Bo Legatz or Betts and a top prospect or two, and the Red Sox are going to say, no way! Why can't they trade Clay Bucks Holtz for Chris Sale straight up? It's not going to happen. And two sad news to report. First, Oklahoma State basketball player Tyreek Colgott passed away at the age of 21 due to an enlarged heart. That's so sad. And former WWF announcer Bill Cardell passed away recently. Bill was the play-by-play announcer for Pittsburgh's wrestling studio show, and in the late 60s, early 70s, he was the announcer for WWF programming before Vince McMahon Jr. took his spot. So prayers to their families in this time of need. And that's about it on the news. My third and final video blog subject of the night is my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is about the late, great WWE Hall of Famer Gorilla Monsoon. Gorilla Monsoon had a close to 40-year career in the world of sports entertainment, first as a wrestler, and then an announcer, and then a backstage worker, and a partial owner, and eventually a figurehead on-air president. And Gorilla Monsoon was very funny in the commentating booth. He teamed with Bobby the Brain Heenan on many WWE programming and pay-per-views. Gorilla Monsoon's real name was Bob Malella, and he was nicknamed Gino to his friends. And Gorilla was of Italian descent, and he grew up in Rochester, New York. He was an amateur wrestler. He went to Elite College in New York. He won many NCAA championships during the summer months. He worked in construction. He built the Rochester War Memorial Arena. He helped build that. After graduating from college, Gorilla Monsoon was spotted by a wrestling promoter by the name of Pedro Martinez. Gorilla was well over 300 pounds, and he started wrestling in 1959 under the name of Gino Marella in a few territories. He would sing Italian songs, and he was a baby face. And in the early 60s, Bob Malella went to the WWF, and he changed his look. He grew a beard, and he was billed from Manchuria, and he was christened Gorilla Monsoon. He was managed by Bobby Davis and Red Barry, and he was an monster heel, feuding with all the big faces in the WWF at the time. And also he held the WWF tag team titles on a number of occasions with Killer Kowalski and Cowboy Bill Watts. Gorilla Monsoon had a legendary feud with Bruno Sammartino. They sold out the Garden many times, Madison Square Garden, including they had a marathon 90-minute match. A lot of people in wrestling praised Gorilla Monsoon to have so much stamina for a guy 400 pounds. At his peak, it was 400 pounds. He was also billed as the All-Asiatic Championship. That's no such title. That's just a wrestling gimmick. In the late 1960s, Gorilla Monsoon turned face after saving Bruno Sammartino from an attack by Crazy Luke Graham and another heel. Then Gorilla Monsoon became a beloved babyface. He shaved off his beard. He actually was like he actually fought other wrestlers, had some feuds with Ernie Ladd and George the Animal Steel and Captain Lou Albano, among others. He also did the interviews with Pedro Morales when he was WWF champion, because Pedro Morales had a thick Spanish accent, and Gorilla Monsoon did the talking for him in interviews. Backstage, Gorilla Monsoon was like an agent to Vince McMahon Sr. Eventually, he acquired partial ownership of the WWF, and his time wrestling was basically used on Madison Square Garden shows and Spectrum shows and Boston Garden. He didn't appear on TV too much to wrestle, and he also directed the talent at the gorilla position, which is the area before coming out to the ring. And in 1976, Gorilla Monsoon was involved in an angle with the former boxing world champion Muhammad Ali on a taping of WWF Championship Wrestling. Gorilla Monsoon wrestled Baron Mikel Secluda in a rare television match, and then a couple of minutes later, Muhammad Ali comes in the ring and he tries to box Gorilla Monsoon, but Gorilla Monsoon gives him an airplane spin. And in the late 70s, Gorilla wrestled as a heel in Puerto Rico. He bought part of the Puerto Rico territory with WWC. He boxed Andre the Giant. He wrestled Bob Backlund for the WWF Championship in Puerto Rico. And Gorilla Monsoon retired from the ring in the United States in 1981. He actually wrote a column in the Philadelphia Sunday papers, a wrestling column. Gorilla went back to work, focus more backstage. Eventually he became a WWF announcer, calling Madison Square Garden house shows in Boston Garden and the Philadelphia Spectrum and the Capitol Center. When Vince McMahon Jr. bought the WWF 1982, shortened it to the WWF, then the WWE. Part of the agreement that Gorilla Monsoon was given a lifetime job there, plus a percentage of all the house shows the WWE drew. The WWE had a lot of house shows in the mid-1980s, about 1,000 of them. Gorilla Monsoon was given a percentage of it, and it was a lot of summer money. Then Gorilla Monsoon became one of the main announcers for WWE TV on All-Star Wrestling, later Wrestling Challenge, and all the pay-per-views. He had a lot of different partners, including Jesse the Body Ventura, good old JR Jim Ross, Stan Lane, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, Johnny Polo, but one in particularly, which was a great comedy team, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Monsoon and Heenan did play-by-play for some of the pay-per-views and hosted Primetime Wrestling and Wrestling Challenge. They didn't really call too much of the matches straight. They just had that comedy routine, which was very, very funny. Gorilla Monsoon said a lot of funny stuff while announcing, stick a fork in him. He's done. They're really hanging from the rafters here. This will be a main event anywhere in the United States. He would even say that if it was a match between Julie Broughton and Heidi Pratt. That would be funny. And the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. Highly unlikely. There's 2 chances for that. Slim and none. And Slim just left the building. And one of his most famous poke is on the occipital area, which is the back of the head. Many, wrestling experts, said Monsoon commentating was arrogant and, somewhat selfish, but it was kind of funny and stuff. Gorilla Monsoon wasn't like a solid play-by-play announcer like Gordon Soley or Jim Ross or Bob Caudle, but he was okay. Towards the mid-1990s, Gorilla Monsoon kind of phased himself out of television. In 1994, he was saddened because his son Joey Morella, who was a WWE referee, passed away in a car accident in July 4th of 1994, which was so sad. WWE never acknowledged that Joey Morella was Gorilla Monsoon's son on television. And plus, Gorilla Monsoon was suffering from diabetes, and his weight dropped considerably. In 1995, he was given the on-screen role of president of the WWE, which was just a figurehead to get himself involved. He left the broadcasting booth, and he had that job for about 2 years, but serious health problems due to diabetes basically removed him from WWE television for the rest of his life. He'd just make a cameo appearance here and there. He was frail when he made his last public appearance to the WWE Universe at WrestleMania 15. He passed away on October 7th, 1999 at the age of 62. A lot of people that knew Gorilla Monsoon says he basically kind of checked out of wrestling when his son Joey passed away in 1994. Gorilla Monsoon's a legend in WWE that they named the Gorilla position for him. He made the WWE Hall of Fame in 1994, and he was one of the best characters in WWE history. I miss Monsoon and Heenan's commentary so much. They were so funny. And that's about it on Gorilla Monsoon. That's about it on these video blogs: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. Tomorrow, 3 more video blogs coming for you. First video blog will be about the top 10 sports teams that won a championship, but they should have won more. They should have been a dynasty. The top 10 teams of all time that should have been sports dynasty that only won 1 championship. Second video blog will be about the former ESPN classic show Cheap Seats. And third and final video blog of the night, to end the video blog series for July, will be WWE Hall of Famer Bobby the Brain Heenan, also known as the Weasel. Listen up, you humanoids. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Juice Lipton guy. Molly Rosebud of WCCO rocks and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart's so stunning. She's the best. She's got nice legs as well. Amy Sweezy of Wish 2 rocks. Andrea Jackson of Fox 35 is awesome. Linda Church of WPRX Channel 11 of New York is such a cougar. And Bob Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet southern accent. And in the words of Baron Bonvraski, former professional wrestler, that is all you need to know. And don't forget Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. Questions, comments, concerns, shout-outs, plugs, and any video blog suggestions, private message me. Good night. See you tomorrow.